Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will show you how to buy a Bitcoin dip utilizing BYBIT's conditional orders. Now, if you're not familiar with BYBIT, you can jump over here to CoinMarketCap. Under the derivative exchanges, you will find BYBIT in the top 5 of the derivative exchanges. They actually have been around since March 2018. That's when they launched, which is actually a very difficult time to launch, as that was the start of a bear market. They survived that, and they're still around today. And I do use BYBIT occasionally for my day trading. But at the end of the day, you will have to do your own recon and determine whether or not you trust them with your funds, because they are a centralized exchange. You send your funds to them, and thus they are in control of your funds. So that's enough jaw-jacking. Let's jump over to BYBIT and take a look at how to set up these conditional orders. Now, if you don't have a BYBIT account, I will drop a link in the description down below. After you sign up with BYBIT, you will need to obviously fund your BYBIT account, and you can do that simply from your main asset page and click on deposit, and that will give you a wallet address to send funds to. Now, after you have funds available in your BYBIT account, you can jump over here to the Trade tab under Spot Trading, because I'm looking to actually buy Bitcoin. I'm not looking to trade futures contracts, go long or short. I'm looking to buy Bitcoin low when the price dips so I can hold on to it and then eventually sell it when Bitcoin's price goes back up to perhaps all-time new highs. So if I give Spot Trading a click, and that will bring us over here to the spot trading dashboard, which, if you notice, looks fairly similar to Binance. You have your chart, you have your order book, and then you have your ability to place orders over here on the right-hand side of the screen. Now, the objective of using conditional orders to buy a dip in an asset's price is to keep from having to lock up your funds, where with a limit order, if I was to place a traditional limit order on Bitcoin, it will actually take from my available funds. Down here at the bottom of the screen, you can see I have USDT available 1955. If I place a $500 limit order, $500 will be locked up in that order and not available for me to use. Where with a conditional order over here on BYBIT, I can actually place that $500 order and still have access to 1955 USDT until that conditional order is actually triggered. At that point, obviously, those funds would then go into an order and I would no longer have access to them. So with that all being said, let's actually configure one of these conditional orders. Now, the first thing you want to do is pick the asset that you actually want to buy. And in this case, I want to buy BTC, but you can see there's a list of different tokens you can select from. Now that I have Bitcoin selected, I can jump over here and select a conditional order under the Buy tab. Next, I need to set a trigger price, and in this case, I'm going to set that trigger price to 25,000 USDT. Now, I can have this order execute as a limit order or a market order. If I select market order, then this order will execute at whatever price the market is trading at the minute this trigger price is hit. And that can actually be fairly dangerous if the price flashes down to 25,000 and then bounces immediately up to, say, 30,000. You'll probably get filled somewhere in between, or worst case at around 30,000. Now, I prefer to use limit orders because I want the order filled at the actual trigger price. So in this case, I select limit, and now I can change the order price to that 25,000 USDT. Next, I just need to decide how much Bitcoin or the quantity of Bitcoin I want to buy. And I could actually put in a number. I could say buy 5 Bitcoin. Or I could use the slider bar down below and use a percentage of my available balance. And if I select around 13%, that would put my order value at around 248. So now I could click buy Bitcoin, and I'll get a confirmation with the trigger price and the order price are both 25,000, and then the amount of the Bitcoin I will buy and the order value based on the quantity and the order price. So now I can click buy BTC. And that order was placed successfully. So if I drop down here under conditional orders, give that a click, you can see I have a conditional limit order with a order value of 248 USDT, the amount of Bitcoin that will actually buy. The order price is 25,000 and the trigger price is equal to or less than 25,000. And the order status is obviously untriggered as Bitcoin has not hit 25,000. Now, with that all being said, you can see over here under my available balance, I still have available 1955 USDT. And so I could set up another conditional order with a trigger price of, say, 20,000. And again, I want that to be a limit order and the order price also 20,000. And for this example, I could have it use 100% of my USDT available and click buy BTC. I get the confirmation once again and I can click buy BTC. And now I actually have two orders under the conditional order tab, the one for 100% of my USDT, and obviously the first one we placed for around 250 USDT, yet my available balance is still 1955 USDT. But in reality, this 1955 USDT order, unless I actually put more funds in this account, would get canceled because I would not have sufficient funds if this 248 filled and I did not add any more funds to the account. So this 1955 order would actually get canceled. And in fact, I'm actually going to cancel both orders and set up an actual strategy that I use when buying the dip for Bitcoin. So for this particular conditional order, my trigger price will be 25,000 USDT. My order price will also be that 25,000 USDT. And again, that will be a limit order. And then the amount of BTC I want to buy will be a value of around 500 USDT. And you can see my order value is at 526. That's as close as I can get it with the slider. So now I will click buy BTC. And again, you get the confirmation. So you just click buy BTC once again. And the order was submitted successfully. And now I currently have one open conditional order for that $526. Now this strategy is what I basically call my averaging down strategy. So if Bitcoin's price continues to drop, I want to buy it at an even lower price, but the further it drops, the more I want to buy. And so my next trigger price will be set at 20,000 with an order price of 20,000. Again, a limit order, and this time I want to buy more than my previous order, which was around 526. So this time I want to buy essentially double the value, or 1,052 USDT. So now I can click buy BTC. Once again, I just need to click buy BTC to confirm the order. And that order was submitted successfully. Now I have my two conditional orders where I'm actually averaging down my cost on Bitcoin as I'm buying it. As it goes lower, I'm buying more Bitcoin. That is the correct way to actually dollar cost average, as a lot of people say. I'm not a fan of the traditional dollar cost average where you buy regardless of price and thus you're buying high and low. I just really want to buy low and I want to sell high. That is how you actually build wealth. You buy low and you sell high. You don't buy high one month and then buy low the next month and then buy high again the next month. That makes absolutely no sense. You always want to be buying low. It doesn't mean you're buying the lowest price. If Bitcoin goes to 69,000, you buy at 40,000. And Bitcoin's price today is 30,000, you still bought lower than the 69,000. You want to be buying on the way down. Basically, the saying is you buy when there's blood in the streets, or you buy when everyone is selling, and you sell when everyone is buying. And with these conditional orders, I'm not actually locking up any of my capital. I can still use that capital to trade. Now, the risk I would run, if I have those funds in a trade and Bitcoin crashes, my orders won't get filled and they'll get canceled. But at the end of the day, more than likely, I won't be locking up those funds and these orders would get filled. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you're interested in more videos like this video, you might want to shoot that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. If you have questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I will drop a link to BYBIT in the description down below. And in closing, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.